Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you SkrubZero. I had to learn something the hard way. Not something I was. I, I. It's not so much something I didn't know in and of itself. From a general perspective, it's more so I didn't understand it. I didn't think a situation around me would get to the point it got to, which is very frustrating. Unfortunately for me, it got to that point, and now I gotta pick up the pieces from that. I am suffering the consequences from not understanding that relying on unreliable people, thinking they would actually change their ways from being unreliable, was not going to work. You try, you really do try, you hope that, you give them an opportunity and they'll turn it around. Because it's not like you want to see people fail. It's not like you don't want to give them a chance. But because I don't like to be that person that just, particularly when someone you don't want to just be like, don't give them no opportunity at all. They've been on you would think scenario changes, the circumstances of what's going on have changed. It's affecting all of us in this manner, in a certain way, and you just want to you basically say all hands on deck, and you're counting on everyone to pull their weight. And if they can't, at the very least, they would say, hey, can you, we all in this together, hey, I'm doing what I can, but it's a struggle. Can you hold me down till I get to that point where I can hold my own weight? I'm doing what I can, but I'm at a point I can't do it alone. So let's try to find a way to make it work. I thought it would. Foolishly thought it would go that way. It didn't. Now I have to change how I go about things in several ways, which is very frustrating. But that is the reality of my situation now. And I had to learn that lesson that, hey, these people were unreliable before. Yeah, the circumstances changed, but they haven't. And because they haven't, them being unreliable once again occurred. And knowing that they've been unreliable before, I really don't have anyone to blame but myself. So now I gotta cut people off, which is unfortunate, but it is life. Because if I continue going down this path, it's only going to end in failure for me and what I'm going for. And if I'm going to fail, I'd rather it be to me. I'd rather it be my own fault. It'd be in my hands than in the hands of another person. As this airplane passes through overhead. But yeah, I gotta just do what's best for me. And if that means I gotta cut people off, it's just how it has to be. It's not that I want to, but I'm not going to rely on unreliable people again when they do not wish to even help themselves. They have no interest in helping me. They have no interest in pulling their own weight. So why should I invest time and energy and whatever other resources in dealing with them? That's the hard lesson I had to learn, which honestly I'm still upset. I was telling myself almost because I was like, I thought we were in this together. I thought upon seeing what was going on, they would make the adjustment. They would actually pull up their pants, fasten their belts, and say, "We gonna get this done." Hey! Just saying a little to the guy does the landscaping for me. Appreciate him, man. But yeah, I had to learn that lesson, and now it is what it is. You gotta go back to some of the older ways of doing things, which means I just gotta change up me being me. It's a lesson I had to learn. It's not ideal. I had to relearn it, I suppose. But it's life. You live and learn. And I assure you I will not make that same mistake again. Because when you rely on people who have proven themselves to be unreliable, it only ends in disaster. But yeah, like Cino says, and shout out to Christina for life. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. The world has no more use for useless people. The world has no more use for any more useless people. And he's right. So I can't let myself fall into that trap and be useless like this. Situation is what it is. I'm just going to make the adjustment and do things that's going to help me and the people who are around me, the people who are trying to actually help me get to where I need to get to. Like I'm gonna make sure we good. I'm gonna make sure I take care of that. So I'm not one in a position where I gotta be looking to unreliable people. Two, if someone unreliable comes through, it's just nah. You proven to be unreliable. I don't want to deal. Like there's real life stuff, I get that, but you just blatantly come up short and just don't give a damn. Okay, fine. My time's important too. My energy is important too. It ain't important to you, it's important to me. And so I will look out for me. And however you feel is just however you feel. I couldn't care less. Honestly, I'm still quite hot. I want to go and just say several choice words, but that's not going to solve a damn thing. So instead of me flipping the lid, flipping the script and just letting it just go snapping and who knows what else goes wrong, I'm going to use this energy and turn it into something productive. I'm going to utilize it to my advantage. Because if I do that, if I take this and use it to my advantage, as unfavorable as things seem at the moment, I can look back one day and say, you know what? I came out on the other side of that, and I did all right for myself. I made the best of a bad situation, and you know what? The most important thing is I'm still alive. I got my health. I'm upright, and as long as those things hold true, I have an opportunity to make something happen. And that's just it. That's as simple as I can make it. So, it's been a while since I did one of these kind of videos. But I needed to get it off my chest. As it had been bothering me, it's still bothering me, but I figured I can at least make something out of it. Maybe someone just hears this and they're like, you know what? Maybe they're not in this position, but they avoid being in this situation like I got myself in this situation. Maybe they're in this situation and they hear this and it just gives them another perspective like, yo, I can get out of it. That's it. I'm not no genius. I'm no genius. I'm no superhero. I ain't got all the answers. I just do what I can, the best way I can. And whatever else happens from it is whatever else happens. I can just control what you can control. So, now that I've done my venting, and anyone who's actually watched up to this point, I've taken up enough of your time. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button, share the video. If you're new to the page or you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell also so you don't miss any of the posts when I upload or go live. You know, it's just what it is. Definitely shout out to everyone who's been supporting me. Definitely gotta give a shout out to my guy Saturn. You know, he kind of knows what's going on. Not all the minute details, but enough. And he's been supportive. So I gotta thank him for that, amongst others. He's a guy on YouTube, and Somewhere Past Never. I mentioned him before. Make sure y'all go check him out. He does a lot of good work. He's gonna be dropping another video soon. He puts in work when he does these videos, and he does a lot of good stuff. His most recent one was anime openings. The anime openings he never skips. So make sure you check that out and check out his other content too. And he's on Twitch at the same username, playing Final Fantasy 16. Oh dear goodness. I said I'm holding y'all up. I'm sorry, but I had to give him a shout out, man. Because he played Final Fantasy 16, and in my opinion, the game is not good. I can get more into that another time, but it's not a good game in my opinion. But yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Casino for Life, Seahawks Jose Rodriguez, Lee Sam D. Welcome to HDTV. Who else I'm thinking of? I know put in work. Bumper with the Hands team. He just did a live a few days ago, no more than a week ago. Just did a video. So make sure you go support him too. Definitely shout out to Vernon85 for the Cash App. This is my first video, like me actually doing a video since that Cash App, so I apologize, Vernon, that's my bad. But I definitely gotta shout you out because you've been supporting me in the page, and I appreciate that. And anyone else who just watching the video, supporting with your time, thank you. It means a lot to me. I'm grateful for it. We just gonna continue growing. That's it. We're just gonna continue grinding, continue growing. So, hope everyone's having a good day. If you're not, hope your day becomes good. You're still alive, hey, keep your head up. Ain't perfect. Things may get worse, but you still got life in you. That means you can do something. Like me, watering the grass. I'm figuring I'm up. I can make something productive of all this negative energy, so that's what I'm doing. So now I'm really done. I've held y'all here way past long enough. So until next time, thank y'all for checking this out. I am SkrubZero, and I will catch you on the flip side.